Yeah, I mean, really it started on the mound with Connor today with a lot of strikes, really mixing well. Grand Canyon has a really good lineup, especially the top 5 or 6 guys. I mean, those batting averages are legit, and they'll fight you. They're hard to strike out, swing early, and if they get behind, they just protect and make it hard on you. And Connor did a good job of not letting them frustrate him. But I think he would tell you, that long second inning we had was big for our team's confidence. And obviously, if you're pitching with a 4 or 5 run lead, it frees you up a lot. And, we hadn't won in a while. It's been a couple weeks, and it's a good feeling, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Dave, what did you see from, Caden obviously had 2 bombs. What did you see on those at-bats? Just what did you think of his game today?
Well, in the first inning, first couple of guys got out on maybe 6, 7 pitches. I think it was a 1-0 count. And it was a fastball, looked like it was knee-high, and he crushed it. I mean, I don't know if you can hit a ball harder than that. I mean, it was no doubt right when I left the bat. I'm going to say it was about 450 feet. And it gave us a little bit of a chance to go, wow, we've got the lead. Haven't had one of those in a while. And Connor went out and got him out. We got back in. Looked like we were going to, do some damage. Didn't happen. But I'll pick up that inning since I've already answered your question.
Michael, what did you see from Connor today?
I thought he worked ahead in the count, and whenever he does that, he's super effective. And that's a tough lineup to throw against. You look up on the board, and all their batting averages are above 350, so it's a little bit intimidating, but I thought he did a good job today.
Michael, I think at the SEC tournament you mentioned his locating a fastball was maybe a big key. What did you see him do that today?
Yeah, I thought so. If you get 0-1, it's a lot different in 1-0, and he did that all game, and I think it kept him off balance throughout the game.
Connor, what was the key to today's outing for you?
I think that's the difference, using the fastball effectively, getting ahead in counts, keeping them off balance. Threw a lot of curveballs, a lot of sliders, and just mixed well, and Michael called a great game, so that always helps.
I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher get hit with 2 line drives in one inning, especially that close together. It looked like it hit you in the left shoulder and maybe where did the other one hit you?
I got hit in the right forearm with the first one, and then in the hip with the second one.
Maybe I had dyslexia or something like that. And then, what was that like? And then you threw both guys out. That was, especially the first one was a real hard play, I thought, because like a lot of guys are going to hit the runner in the back or something. What was it like getting hit like that so close together, and just how'd you handle those plays?
It's pretty unbelievable. I've never seen that before in baseball, so for it to happen to me is just really special. But, it helped Mike, he called out where the ball was, and I had the ability to go make a play. So I'm just glad everybody, played the game the same way, and, we play it hard no matter what happens. So that was really the big difference in, not making that play and, making it.
So he helped you locate both of those?
Yes, I had no clue. I mean, when it's hit that hard, I don't know if it's bouncing off me, going front, back, side. So just getting help locating that was a big thing.
Dave and Michael, what did you think of those plays and just, hanging in there, the way you hung in there?
That first play that he made was one of the best plays I've ever seen a pitcher make. Especially, he was almost on the baseline, and to avoid that base runner with that throw, he couldn't have put it in a better spot. So that was cool to see.
Dave, what do you see?
The first one was an amazing play. I don't know if you realize this, but Connor was made the All-SEC first team as a defensive pitcher. So he backed it up right there. That was a great play, incredible play.
Dave, you mentioned the home runs by Wallace, but you also put together some at-bats and manufactured some runs. How nice was that to see today?
Well, I thought it was great. That second inning, it looked like we were getting ready to we had a runner on first, nobody out, full count. Late jump at first on an option to run on a full count, and took strike 3. Thrown out, we got nobody on, and then we go on to score 4 runs. Amazing inning. I thought the hitters did an incredible job of fouling off pitches, working the count. Just getting the pitch count way up, and then came through with a couple of big hits. Started with Webb's big hit, and Michael got a big hit that kind of finished it off. I know there was one in there, another one in there, maybe hit by pitch with Wallace after maybe on a full count. And, I think I'm thinking that he threw maybe 40 pitches that inning. I don't know the exact total, but I haven't seen that very much. And that was, I mean, you could hit 3 homers in an inning, and what we did there in the second, I'll take that anytime. That was big time at bats.
For Michael and Connor and Michael, you can start, but just the energy and the dugout today, you could kind of pick up on it yesterday when you guys were practicing, just, you know, a little bit more of a confidence with you guys, the energy, but you could see it today. Can you kind of describe what it was like being in that dugout?
I mean, we got a few days off, so everybody got well rested, and we came in, had a good practice, took some good BP, and the vibes throughout the locker room right now have been spectacular, so we're just trying to carry that confidence into the game.
I think the same thing. Everybody's excited to be here. We get another opportunity to play baseball with this group, so you know, anytime you have that, you got to be excited, and you could see it today. Once you get to an early lead, you know, everybody's having fun, everybody's playing loose, and that was a big difference.
Feed off of that today?
As a pitcher, I know that helps a lot. I'm not much of a hitter, but I think they feel the same energy we do, and it's contagious. Once it happens, or one good play happens, it's a world of difference.
Okay, Dave alluded to it, you know, having a 5-run lead, I guess going into the third inning, and you guys had been falling behind of late. How good was that? Not that you obviously were pitching well anyway, but how good was that? Maybe that helps you just, you know, focus in more and just, you know, throwing strikes.
It gives me a lot of confidence to go out there and just fill up the zone. You can throw it in there, and a hit or two won't hurt you that much, but you know, you can just flood the zone, really get aggressive, and you know, try to put the game away.
Michael, you had a big game at the plate. I was saying, you know, bad. And how would you describe your day? What were you seeing and hitting well? And just how good is it to have a big game like that in a regional opener?
It was cool. And I'm just trying to help the team win. I came up in a situation with guys on, so to get those hits and get some extra RBIs and runs for the team, I'm excited about it.
Not that you guys were lacking confidence, but maybe after a rough couple of weeks, how good it, you know, Dave just said it was a good feeling to win. It had been a while. For each of y'all, just how good does it feel today?
Feels good to me.
Michael, you mentioned fresh legs. Did that help you getting wise?
I think so. I think it helped everybody. I thought the offense, that was one of the most complete games we've played. I thought that the at-bats throughout the game were competitive every inning, and that makes it hard on the opposing pitcher, so that was good to see.
Michael, along those kind of lines, the Grand Canyon starter was the pitcher of the year in their conference. What was the key to getting to him early?
He has some good carry on his fastball, so I feel like we do a good job of communicating in the dugout after our first at-bat, and it just those tough at-bats, man, those 7-8 pitches and one at-bat hurts a guy. So when he had that long inning, I think it just got to him a little bit, and he probably hasn't experienced that much this year since he's had such a good season. So, yeah, we battled throughout the whole game, and I think it got to him a little bit.
You know, Dave, all due respect to Grand Canyon and the WAC, obviously it's a good league. I think they got 3 teams in. But I was talking to Zach Cox the other day about past regional success, and he mentioned getting out of the ground in the SEC can be really refreshing. You see somebody else, and it's kind of like fresh meat. That's what he said. What do you think about that? I mean, all due respect to all the other leagues, we know how good the SEC is.
Yeah, you know, like I told our team the other day, is that it's all about us right now. We don't care about anything. It's just about us, so I'm not going to comment.
You know, like the fresh meat part.
Not at all.
It's pretty cool, yeah, I thought.
Offbeat. I haven't seen you wear a uniform in about 5 years. So.
What do you think? Yeah, I decided to wear it.
Coach, the play when Slayton's tagged up from first, what do you make of that?
Big time play. I think you know, he started to take off, saw the ball was going to be caught. I'm sure Coach Warnes probably talked to him a little bit about getting back and tagging. You know, that can be a tricky play because the batter runner, you can't pass him. And so I'm sure Bobby stopped him. I'd like to see the video of it. But when the center fielder caught it running away from the base, that's when he made his move. If the right fielder would have caught it, I don't think he would have been able to go. So really good job by Brady there, because obviously we ended up scoring a run. I think we got a ground ball base hit single to right field, and he scored. And yeah, every run was you know, we really wanted to keep scoring because, you could just see that they have some physicality in that lineup. They can pop the ball. The ball was carrying today, probably going to carry the whole weekend here. So we didn't feel like that, that we could just hang out and let Connor do all the work. We just need to keep scoring, and that was a big run.
To only throw 2 pitchers in the first game of the regional, how well do you feel like that sets you up?
Well, we talked about it, Coach Hobbs and I, after the game. Last year, the first game of regional, we threw like 7 guys and had to fight like heck to win, and down 4, 5, 6, 7 runs last year. It came back and won, but we were tired. It wore us down a little bit, and we ended up winning that regional, which was incredible. But everything adds up, the good, the bad, and to be able to just beat a quality team like Grand Canyon with 2 pitchers, I mean, that was big. And I thought Cole came in and did a great job. He didn't come in there like, oh, we got a 6-run lead. He came in there and he pitched now, and he knew that if if they got a big hit here and a walk here and an error there and a home run, all of a sudden we got us a real game. And I like the maturity he showed out there.
Determine who you start tomorrow. Do you know who that'll be?
Yeah, we're not sure yet. It will, because we'll come back and watch him and just kind of see what we see.
The 5 runs or 4 runs in the second inning, he threw out a runner at second and throw him out, pitch, throw him out. Just talk about how big that was.
It was big. The dugout erupted on it, and the throw was incredible. Not only was it on the money, it looked like the batter was almost in his way, in my opinion. Now, if he hadn't thrown him out, I would have asked for interference or a review on that if possible. But he threw on the money with some velocity, and that was a great play.
Dave, speaking of, your defense was really good, no errors, and I guess it was, can't remember who made the throw when their runner tried to.
Gregory.
Yeah, Gregory from left tried to turn a single into a double. What do you think of y'all's defense today? And that was more of what y'all done most of the year.
I mean, we didn't give him anything, walked him a few times, but other than that, we didn't kick it around a little bit. They only made 1 error, and I think it was the lead off the inning, and I don't know if we scored that inning or not, but hey, it's warm out there. It's first game. You don't want to get into your pen too much. Connor's throwing the ball good, and we didn't want him to throw any pitches. I mean, you think about the first inning. Gregory slipped on a line drive right at him. He would have caught that ball. Connor had to throw another 10, 12 pitches that inning. We're thinking, wow, here we overcame that. I don't know if you remember that play. It was early.
And I'm guessing, I didn't count heads, but I'm guessing you guys probably had 500 or 600 fans over here. I know that's not like Baumwalker Stadium, but did y'all, and maybe the players did y'all notice that? And if so, how big a help was it?
I noticed it. It almost, in a way, felt like a home game. That we had a lot more fans here than they did, so it's cool to play in front of a bunch of our people.
Yeah, I think it was good. They were loud. I think that's the biggest thing. It might have been a smaller group than we're used to, but they're passionate and they showed out today.